Yo, we're back. Oh man. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Yes, as you can tell, Grae is not with us. He is in matter of fact, he's in Hong Kong, the motherland. He's in the motherland right now, at least my motherland. But hopefully everyone's doing well. I believe Xray Girl will be joining us momentarily. Another costume party. I will tell you why I'm wearing the pink shirt. I will tell you why in a moment. But yo, I am wearing the pink shirt. I'll tell you why. But yes, Grae is located in the motherland right now, and so all you're going to be getting is loud Asian, not calm, collected. Just freaking smart guy with the glasses. No, you're getting a stupid ass Asian guy. But yes, we're back. Hopefully everyone is doing where's my mustache? I don't have a mustache. I'm actually looking at Rumble chat and YouTube chat, so I'm actually paying attention. Okay, so she is backstage right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my quick intro. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Let's see. Thank you so much, Lost Tales Forward. I'm a member again, but thank you so much. All right, so before we move forward, go ahead. Would you kindly smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends. If you guys are interested, per usual, go ahead and check out our Teespring. Use promo code Asian to get 20% off. Yes, you can get your Project Eggroll Pornhub or your Chinks for Trump 2024, and you get your Project Eggroll and Let's Go Brandon Teacher. I am currently making another shirt right now. So I'm trying to figure out everything. But if you guys are also into coffee, go ahead and check out Coffee Brand Coffee. Link in the description below. That is our affiliated link. And use promo code Asian to save as well. All right, joining us, talking about a bunch of stuff, including Marvel, Final Fantasy XIV for some reason, and a bunch of other stuff, and so much more. Please welcome Xray Girl.
Hi, I'm
Hey,
so
how are
excited.
you?
I am so good. How are you doing? Oh my
I'm
god, I
doing
love the name of
fantastic.
yourself. Oh my god, picture Vegeta.
Okay, so
Are you
the
gonna go
reason
Super
why
Saiyan
people are
now?
wondering, yeah, so I got to explain. So I earlier today, well, at least today, my son turned 1.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so
Chubby cheeks,
he's
I hope.
huh?
Chubby cheeks. I hope
Yes,
we can make
very
this
chubby
really
cheeks when
chubby
he turns. It looks like he's smiling, or he has like some kind of like acorn in his mouth. But
So cute.
he's he turned 1 today, and we had a a big party with like a bunch of our friends and family, and my wife wanted to do like a costume theme thing, and she was like, "What are you really interested in?" I'm like, I growing up, I watched a crap ton of Dragon Ball. So that was one of the things. I'm like, what about Dragon Ball? She's like, who do you want to go as? So she likes cosplaying and stuff. So I was like, who do you want to go as? I was like, I sort of don't want to go as Goku because he's a terrible father. So
Oh no!
he's a terrible father. So like, what about Vegeta? Because he becomes a fantastic father down the road. And he's like, what, are you gonna wear the whole Saiyan armor thing? I'm like, not really. So like, I wore this one where he's wearing a pink shirt. So let me turn around.
Pink shirt. I love it! Oh my god!
Yeah, she says bad man on it. So it's so like I love it. It's because the only time he actually wears like regular clothing. Like
And
he
you
goes,
have like kind of similar hair going on.
yeah, I can't make it like fully upright. It's because like I don't know, gravity doesn't agree with me.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. No, that's amazing. I love it. Happy birthday to your son.
Yeah.
Are you Chinese? I actually have no idea.
I
Like this
am. I am.
okay.
But I am Cantonese Chinese.
Cantonese. Oh, maybe that does make a difference to me. Actually, it should. It really should. Because Canto is my second language. Vietnamese is my first, but the only language I know is English right now.
Oh, okay.
There's
Yeah.
videos of me speaking both languages fluently, and it's really creepy because I don't remember any of it.
It's so I speak, okay, so here's the thing. My dad, he's half Burmese and half Chinese. And I'm so that makes me a quarter because my mom is from Guangzhou, which is like the southern part of China, which is where all the like the Cantonese people are. But the thing is that there's like 2 different dialects for Cantonese, and I speak Cantonese. I also speak Taishan or Taishanese, which is like ghetto Cantonese. Yeah, it's
the ghetto Canto.
Yeah, it's like when you start speaking that language, when you start speaking Taishanese, it sounds like you're poor. Like I'm legit, like, yeah, it sounds like, wow, you guys are uneducated
from the projects.
Yeah, like literally working the rice farms down by the river.
You couldn't even get to those Apple jobs to make those phones or the Nike jobs. You could
Yeah.
Oh no.
But yes, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it, and of course, per usual, we gotta bow to each other.
Yeah. I was reliving that on Wicked's channel. I actually don't even remember bowing to you, but that video obviously showed that I bowed to you of us meeting, that drunk filmed of us.
Yeah.
You drunk 3PO. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, that event felt like it was a couple months ago, but it was like in April.
It's April, so we're gonna come up on it in 6 months, 5-6 months. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, time flew by, like, especially for me. I know you're a super busy person, and thank you so much. But let's see. Before we move forward, thank you so much, Lost Tales, for the 5 gifted Eggroll memberships. Thank you so much for that.
What do you call your members? Are they just called Eggrolls too?
Yeah, I think we just call them eggs or something.
Eggies?
Yeah, maybe eggies.
What's up, my eggies?
Yeah, so for people who are tuning, I'm pretty sure you guys already know who she is. But for people who don't, tell me, who are you and what do you do?
Oh, so I am, my name is Xray. This name is derived from the fact that I used to do X-rays, CT scans, and mammograms. I still kind of do it, but very casually. And I started dating Mark the Cyborg and got introduced to the YouTube world back in 2020. And then I started playing games with Geeks and Gamers, and then Jeremy recommended me to Gary from Nerdrotic to be a producer, and it's pretty much where I am now. I, do gaming, learning nerd culture because I didn't know much about it. Every time everyone asks, "Have you seen that movie?" I'm like, "Do you really want to ask me that?" It's probably a no. But it means that I have a lot of good entertainment to watch at some point.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I heard that, like, you were like, so I've been following Gary Neurotic for a while. I think he had like maybe like 75,000 subscribers when I first started following him, and then I started seeing him bringing in more people, starting doing Friday Night Tights, and I was like, oh cool, there's got some Asian representation.
From who? Well, I mean, Perry Chan was there before me, so
yeah. Like I've never met Perry Chan, but like did he ever show up to any of the meetups?
He was in Las Vegas. Was it not this time, but the previous time? I think. So he was there. He was there, but or was it this time? Oh my god, time really is messed up in my head. But yeah, he's a bit of a shy fellow, and I freaking love him. Let me see. It's on my Instagram. I'm gonna check it out. He is a Canadian like myself, and he has probably the most twisted sense of humor. Literally twisted sense of humor. Okay, so the picture here, where is this from? 2022. So it was the year before that we had the entire Nerdrotic crew together.
Very cool.
The first and only time.
The infamous Perry Chan. Like, is he his editor? Yes.
So Perry Chan initially, from my understanding, don't quote me on this, he started Nerdrotic Daily, creating videos from Gary's content, and then eventually started doing editing for Gary. And I mean, you've seen some of his stuff. Like Garrett, he will say he likes doing the quick and dirty videos, still good videos, and Perry does the masterpiece with the crazy clips. I don't know where he finds some of the clips, to be honest. But I can ask him. Like, I literally go and ask, Perry Chan, where do I find this? And he's like, don't worry, I downloaded it for you. Here you go. This is it. You don't need to do any other work for it. And I'm like, ugh, you're the best. So we work together in a great synergy between the 5 of us, because Lady G also is part of the team. If you want to even count, like Mrs. Neurotic, of course, is another key person. So 6. Gary has the most diverse team ever between women and Asians and the quarter black. By
so
pure
cool.
accident. Yeah. He doesn't hire people based on color or gender. He just, merit, as it should be.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super, super cool. So so how long have you been like doing like the whole YouTube stuff, like prior to meeting Gary and folks from FNT?
Never. So I met Mark, and I found out people make videos on YouTube. I also found out people stream on YouTube. And then I also found out people streamed games on YouTube. And I'm like, people watch people game? No.
Yeah.
No. And I'm thinking, like, this is absolutely insane that people do this. And I was through and through a normie, and I still have little, of course, flecks of normieisms, but I never watched live streams. I was, of course, I was a fan of Marvel, but after Endgame, my love of Marvel died, in the sense that the story was complete. I'm fine with it. The movie was a little weird. Endgame was a little weird, but it was fine. It wrapped up the story nice enough for me. And same thing with Star Wars. I watched episode 7. I forgot the title of it, but
Force Awakens.
I just knew I didn't like it. I wasn't gonna watch it. I wasn't interested in it. Didn't know why.
Did you watch The Last Jedi?
No, I only watched episode 7. I haven't watched 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
Because it was out of choice, because it just didn't interest me. And a lot of new shows, for the most part, didn't interest me. I actually had a bigger love for reality television than the modern shows. Yes, super normie, I know. And it was because it was more entertaining than it was, it should have been for big names as such as that. But I didn't have a super nerdy bone in my body. I was too busy playing the piano, dancing, soccer, skating, karate. I'm trying to think of all the other stuff I did, biking, that I didn't really watch a lot of stuff when I was in my youth. And then when it came time to, I just loved my friends in way more and being social than to watch TV and care that much about it. But I see why people do care. I just didn't have the passion for it at the time.
Okay. Yeah, like I would consider myself like normie plus.
Normie plus. Okay, please explain. I want to hear this.
So in terms of like a lot of the mainstream stuff, like Marvel stuff, anime, I'm a little bit more versed. I watched a lot of like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach.
Okay, wait. What's your favorite Naruto episode? Yes, because I have a favorite, and it's a filler, which is funny enough. Like, that's my favorite episode.
All right. So if we're talking a straight Naruto, not Shippuden, Kakashi face reveal.
No, that's my favorite too.
No way. No way.
I've said it on other live streams too, so if someone can find it, that'd be hilarious, because that was my favorite episode. Oh no.
That's so good. No way.
That was my favorite. They're like, he's going to eat the ramen, so we'll see it. And then, of course, something crashes, they fall, and then he's done eating and puts his face mask back on.
And then you see what's it called again? The chef, and then the girl is like the hearts and the eyes, and then they turn back like, wait, what happened? We missed it. Oh, that episode was so good. It's like before when everything got super serious. And oh yeah, that one is probably my favorite one. It's so funny.
I
Oh
wasn't
man.
expecting this much camaraderie in this.
Yeah, but it's I like for me, like I'm trying to get my wife to watch Shippuden. Like she's at like right before I'm not sure she's listening, but she's right before right before Hiden and Kakuzu. She's the arc right before that. And
Okay.
and her favorite character is Shikamaru. So I can't
Oh,
say
really?
anything.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, she loves Shikamaru. I don't know. Maybe it's because like the laid back, I don't care, like whatever. Like, well, her favorite character in Final Fantasy is Squall, so it does make sense. It's because they both don't like really care about anything. So, but yeah, she's trying to like I'm trying to like tell her you should watch it. So I'm glad like I can talk to someone who's like
Oh my God.
really into
Well,
Naruto.
I actually haven't watched a lot of Shippuden, and I've never watched anything of Boruto. So it's just something I've not ventured in. I think at the time I sailed the high seas and watched a lot of episodes that way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, same here.
yeah. And there was a time that I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do it anymore, and that's when Shippuden came out.
But yeah, it's really good. I couldn't wait, right? So what happened was I finished Naruto and I knew that Shippuden was supposed to be coming out, and back then I didn't read. I only watched. And I'm like, I couldn't wait anymore. I'm just gonna start reading. And then I couldn't stop. And then like once Boruto came out, I'm just like, I hate this. I hate Boruto
in chat, Tim F says skip Boruto. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's they nerfed a lot of characters, but I understand why they did it. But it's in a way they shouldn't have done it, and it also made people like not as cool, and they made the girls not as attractive, and just like I don't.
They went woke.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, okay, so who's that girl that was supposed to be like Orochimaru's like protege? There's like a female. I forgot her name already. Like I always thought that she was cute. She had like the fishnet thing. Like she wore a jacket over her fishnet thing, and like she was super cute. I thought she played a big part in the what's it called again, the tuning exams. And
I have I'm not sure. I have the image in my head. Lost Tales asks Karen.
It's Anko. Yeah, Anko.
Oh yes. Oh, she's cute. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna share a screen. So this is her. Oh, and this is her now.
Did she eat her teammates?
I don't know. Like I always thought that she was cute, and then I'm like, oh, cool. Like she's like, like she's pretty cool, right? She had the fishnet outfit, and then they made her fat. And I'm like, why?
Why'd
you do that?
Put it just in her boobs, like they did with Tsunade.
Yeah.
Like what the heck?
Yeah. So this made me sad. I'm like, oh man, I'm not a big fan of Boruto.
I mean, not everyone's gonna get hot, I suppose. The one had to be, hitting the wall. But dang,
she hit it hard.
Wow, they did her dirty.
Yeah.
Like these are supposed to be ninjas. They're supposed to be fit. Unless they're from a family who's like, oh, what was the big guy, the big chubby guy name? Oh my God.
Choji.
Orange hair? Choji, yeah. Unless they're from a family who's like a bigger family, like it made sense. But he still has effective muscle. Not this girl.
Yeah.
God.
Johnny Lightfoot with the 3 months saying she's an X-ray girl living in her X-rated world.
Well, it's only X-rated in the bedroom, but no one sees that except for, participants.
Yeah. It's definitely my it's one of the characters where they did her dirty. But now, is your favorite? So based off the fillers, I'm assuming your favorite character is Kakashi.
Favorite? Oh, see, I liked Sasuke up until he wasn't savable.
Oh.
Yeah. After that, it's hard to say who my favorite would have been, but like, I was like, oh, he's the quiet, brooding guy. I understand that. Like that is attractive. I guess the mystery is attractive. But after, you know, he got to the part that he just couldn't be saved, it was very very much a turn off. Who would have been my favorite? Like, I love Naruto. He's just so annoyingly positive. I think we all need a friend like that in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he would be next, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to do a good analysis and rewatch it because it's been 10 years since I've watched Naruto. It's a long time.
And you said you never really got into Shippuden?
No. So I graduated university in 2013. And I think after that, that's when I kind of got a little too like, okay, I gotta go concentrate on school and my goals in life and, you know, take care of myself. And that's probably around when Shippuden came out.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I used to love playing Call of Duty on my PlayStation. Sold my PlayStation after that because it was too distracting.
Oh, so, wow, that's hardcore discipline. I would never do that.
But that's the thing is I know myself so well. If it's you know, it's like drugs. If it's around, I might use it. So if like my PlayStation around, I might use it. So I sold it, and I mean Netflix was my other vice, but you can't get rid of that as easily.
Yeah. So Tim F says Itachi is the GOAT.
Oh my God. Okay, Rock Lee, Lost Tales. You bring up a good point. Best characters. He is a normal person who trained up to being at that level. And when he kept on taking all the weights off and things that were holding him back, that was like insanity because everyone else has access to these powers. He does not. So to see someone who can, who's normal, overcome that I think is something we can look at and be like, okay, dang, maybe I can do something like that.
Yep. Like and I think that sort of ties into why I like Rock Lee he's one of my favorites. I would say he is probably my favorite character. And it just hit him, you know, just hard work, right? Hard work and determination, perseverance is what he is. And of course, he can only do taijutsu. And you know, the whole weights part where he took it off, he's like, yo, Lee, you can take off your weights. Like, what? I can, you know, takes it off and then boom. And then that fight was insane. But
that was one of the best fights. Him and Gaara
in Naruto. Ever. Yeah, that's absolutely. I would say that fight's probably the best one. And then I do like the Hokage fight. Hokage fight was pretty cool too. But that sort of ties us into Disney, right? And that's the reason why.
No.
So here's the thing. All right, it's not because I'm Asian. But my favorite animated movie, and this is to me, my favorite's Mulan. And it's
stop it. Are you like my brother? Are you one of my long lost
no
brothers?
Way. No.
Are you Alan Ng's other illegitimate child we don't know about?
Oh my God. So the reason why is it's how it's especially when you compare it to the live action Mulan. Right? Did you watch the live action one?
Okay. My experience watching the live action, I think I watched 10 minutes, fell asleep, and then woke up for the last 10 minutes.
Okay. So the thing is, they gave her superpowers, right? She has like the chi going or something like that, like the inner chi. And she basically uses that to her advantage, right? But what they did with Mulan, the animated one, was hard work and perseverance was what made her strong and likable. And I think that's why I really like Mulan in terms of that story. But the one in Disney is just the live action one. She basically has superpowers.
She's OP. Yeah. It's different because even if you think about when they did the song of them training, the montage and the part where he's like, okay, you can try to get the arrow, but you have to with the weights, and he puts it on the arm and it drops in the other arm and it drops. And she uses physics and ingenuity in order to climb it, but still physical prowess too. You can't deny that because that still would be pretty hard to be able to do that, to get respect. But she doesn't do that in the live action. She just is who she is. That's not earning respect. That's just existing.
Yeah, and I think that's a trope that current day Disney has now, like especially with Captain Marvel, like just everyone is just born gifted.
Yes.
And that's the reason why I think Naruto is also like very like relatable as well, is because he wasn't really good. You know, you have especially his fight with Neji, right? Like Neji was they called him a genius, right? Like he was able to get he was able to do the 64 palms.
Oh
And
yeah. And Hinata was like, "Okay, careful! Oh my God, he's so scary. I know about the family stuff." And you kind of got that like preface of how scary he could be, and dang, he was.
Yeah, and you know, I rewatched that scene where like, you know, that he's like, oh, he's out of, you know, I can stop his chi from flowing, or not chi, but his chakra from flowing, and then straight up perseverance digs a hole, and then, you know, literally uppercuts and you know, beats him at the end, which is like, okay, that's hard work that we need to strive for at least to show for the future generations. I think hard work and, you know, things shouldn't be just handed to you, and there are going to be people who gets handed like stuff, but it really depends on what you do with it that defines who you are, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, for the most part, like, I don't think things have been handed to me. Yes, there has been things that have been easier, but I have to think about, like, have I proven myself before it got easier? Yes. And then it rolls from then on. The characters that we see in a lot of these shows, as I've said, they just literally exist, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're a woman. Oh my God, you're black. Oh my God, this and that." Like, it shouldn't be like that. Like, if that were the case, you know, why would there be things like racism? No. Now we're racist towards white people, and apparently that's okay.
Yeah, which well, what us Asians are considered white adjacent. So.
Yes, and it's funny when it serves to use it as a attack on you as a person of color. Because during the time of the Talk About Me, Blue Beetle stuff, all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh, you're a person of color. Why didn't you defend Mexicans?" I'm like, I like Mexican food. That's the only thing I can say about Mexicans. What do you want from me? Like, if that's the case, why are you eating Chinese food? That's appropriating Chinese culture. I don't know. Like, it's so silly how it only serves a purpose when it's, you know, racism as an Asian person versus, you know, you do well in grades, so we're not counting you in like our little chart here. And you've seen that, right? The math scores. Yeah.
Yo, as this wonky eyebrow for 2 pounds, this Xray girl has many more words today.
There's no limit on this channel.
Yeah, but basically, everyone's just like a Mary Sue now, or being, you know, given to stuff is given to them. Like for me, like I'm not sure if you received this, but like growing up Asian, like of course, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, say who's more oppressed in terms of, you know, being Asian, but like I grew up in the divorce household. You know, my parents are separated, and my mom was the one who's always comparing her kids to her siblings kids, right? So like all of my cousins went to like prestigious, you know, colleges here in Southern California, right? They went to you know, UCLA, UC Berkeley, USC, like all the UCs, and you need like a, you know, 1450 to like 1500 to get in. And for me, I'm like, in high school, I didn't give a fuck because I was trying to get laid. So I was basically
priorities.
So, priorities, right? Like all my friends are getting laid. I don't have a girlfriend. I need to get laid now. So then, like, you know, I was focusing on chasing tail. You know, like, you know, getting, what's the new word that people say now? The young kids, Riz, right? So basically,
I didn't even know that. Oh my God.
It's basically short for charisma, right?
Oh,
they call it the Riz. So that was my priority. And then like sophomore year and junior year, I completely screwed up. Like my cumulative GPA in high school was like 1.79. Like I barely even, it was
that's
awful.
4, right? I'm assuming it's out of 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, it's 4.
Okay, sorry.
4 is the highest like that you can get, right? But my overall GPA was like wasn't even a 2. I couldn't even
Dang.
qualify for this thing called Cal Grant, which is like a free government money that you can go to college with. You have to get a 2.0
Wow.
minimum, right? Like freshman year, I didn't care. Sophomore year, I didn't really care. Junior year, where I was like, fuck, I need to really focus, but it's already too late for junior year. And then senior years was the year where I'm like, okay, I need to ace everything. You know, like I have to take algebra 3 times.
That is really bad on Asians.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
A minus Asians.
A minus is an F, okay?
Yeah, basically. And the thing is, like, my mom is like saying, like, you know, coming from a divorced family, I can't go over to my mom's house. It's because I'm a bad influence to my brothers. It's like, oh, you can't, you know, your brother's 9 years younger than you.
Did you live with your dad then?
Yeah, I lived with my dad. Me and my sister lived with my dad. My dad, he didn't really care about education. All he did was work. Like, he started working when he was like 17. He didn't care about education. My mom was like, you need to go to school. You need to go to college. You need to go to UC so I can show my sisters and my brothers that my kid is a success. So whenever we go to like family outings, they're always comparing. It's like, oh, what school, what college are you going to? What college? I was like, we're all going to community college. Then they're like, community college. Like, we had an uncle, like his name is Chris. And like he'll come up to us like, what UC are you going to? And then and the thing is that it's not just me, it's my mom's, like, our branch. So my sister, myself, both of my younger brothers, we all didn't go to like a university, like a fancy university. We went to like community college. And he just looks at us and he just scoffs and leaves and just walks away. I'm like,
that's so rude.
Asshole.
Like,
so, yeah, go ahead.
No. I mean, I was told that all my life too. I can kind of relate to that. But my mother, I think that she started realizing later in my life that school isn't everything, and that she actually was really, really, really good about, if I didn't make a decision that she particularly liked, she learned to. And I didn't find about it afterwards, because she knew, especially at least in my perspective, that if she told me that I shouldn't do that, that I would do that. So thank you, Mom, for doing that. I, of course, went to university and college. I know university and college is kind of different to how States looks at it. I think I went to a college version with university and community college. It was like 2 programs in one to do the Xray thing eventually. But she just wanted us to get jobs that was self-sustaining. And my younger brother, he didn't go to college or community college. He went to work for the military, and she was happy about that. And like, I'm sure your uncle would just be like, that is horrible, but joke's on you. My younger brother's probably making more money than all of us.
No, we have Grae is in the chat. He said, hello, I'm currently checking in for a flight home. You'll have a safe flight.
Safe flight.
Let me know how Hong Kong was.
Flight sucks. Oh, he's coming from Hong Kong.
Yeah, so he's visiting. I believe he visited Hong Kong earlier this week, and he does not get home until like tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Have fun with that flight. I've been to flights to China, like over, like as a stop by. It's a long flight. And is he in South Cali too, or?
No, he's in the Philippines.
Oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. That makes sense. Dang. Wait, so how did you two meet? I know everyone probably knows, but I don't.
So it's not, for me, I don't consider it interesting, but I was playing on, when I'm streaming on Twitch again, because of now you can, dual stream now from anywhere, which is great. So I was playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And I think I was going in for a second playthrough with, like, I'm trying to get like because the first playthrough I went with Edelgard, which is because she's a hot girl. So then I went with her. I went with her house first, and then the second one I wanted to go with I think the Golden Deer. And they said that you should go, in terms of story, you should go with the Golden Deer second, is because if you go with the Blue Lions, and like the story, like you'll get spoiled from a different storyline. So I went to Golden Deer, and I was trying to go. I was playing. I think I might be playing at like a harder difficulty. I'm not 100% sure. But Grae would pop up in chat and give me advice on, like, who I can romance in the game. So I have my priorities straight, of course, and then I'm like, okay, who can I romance? Which one? You know, of course, me being a dumb male, who has the biggest boobs, right? And then it's like, well, actually, she has a very good glow up later on because there's like a time jump.
Oh my god.
So then, randomly on one day, I just like, okay, I didn't want to play any video games. I just wanted to talk, and I started talking about a bunch of like comic book stuff, movie
Mhm.
trailers, video games, and stuff like that. And one of my mods, Cody, he was like, "Hey, you should start like a podcast or some kind of live stream, just talking about stuff. Like you talk for 4 hours." I'm like, would anyone here like watch it though? Right? Would anyone here like even care? And then Gray was like, "I'll do it with you. Like we can do." I was like, where are you?" He's like, "I'm in the Philippines." And I'm like, "Oh." It's like, "All right, cool," you know. And I thought Greg was just messing around, you know. So yeah, we can do it. He messaged me the next day. He's like, "So when are we starting?" I'm like, "Oh shit."
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh shit, man. So then like I ended up doing it. And then of course the name Project Eggroll came from came from Rush Hour 2. So
Oh, I had no idea.
so it's the part where they're being tied up like this. You know, it's like, "Lee, all right, Lee, what are we gonna do?" It's like, they're gonna, you know, bondage us, you know, and gag us. And it's like, "Oh, that's not so bad. That's not so bad." He's like, "And then they're gonna take us to the desert and cut off our egg rolls." And then, "Our egg rolls? Hell no!" Right? So then I'm like, hey, both of our cultures, the Philippines and Chinese people, you know, like we have egg rolls. You know, we have lumpia, and I have, you know, Chinese egg roll. Like I don't know, Project Egg Roll. How's that sound? He's
That's
like,
cute.
that sounds good. So that's basically how we started, and it's been a little bit over a year now. I think like a year and like 3 or 4 months now since we started.
I love it. I love it. Asian power.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yes.
kidding. I mean, you know what's funny? I actually don't like egg rolls. I think egg rolls are no. Spring rolls. No. If I had to say across the board Asian food, dumpling style anything is better for me than
Ooh.
anything.
Do you like XLBs or Xiaolong Baos?
Probably. I
Okay.
shouldn't eat it, but yes.
So it's, if you don't, for people in the chat, you don't know what it is. So it's basically, it's like a mini wonton. It looks like a wonton, but like, okay, it looks like a tiny bread. Let me actually bring it up. And it's like, I introduced that to my wife and she loves it. And it's,
I'm just thinking dim sum right now.
yeah.
Chicken
So,
feet. Tripe.
so Xiaolongbao means little dragon bun or bread, right? Bao is bread or bun, right? So what it is it looks like this. Let me bring this up. It looks like that. So they steam it, but what makes this especially tasty is inside there's broth. So inside the little buns, like you pick it up, it looks like a little like dumpling, and then there's like sauce that you dip it in. Usually dip it in like a soy sauce and a mixture of red vinegar, and inside has this like sweet, like savory, like seafood sauce, and it's usually like crab inside.
What is your favorite dim sum then?
Okay,
It's really hard for me to choose, but dessert, mango pudding.
mango pudding is amazing. Yeah.
Savory, ooh, I don't know what to choose. Try shumai. I mean, very simple in that sense.
It's gonna be. There's a lot of good dim sum stuff, but
yeah, but I just love I love the little piece of meat.
So when I usually go, so we call it, whenever I grew up going to like dim sum all the time, like every Sunday we would go and we just call it yamcha, you know, drink tea. And we're like, hey, you want to go yamcha? And he's usually the person who initiates it. They pay for everyone. So of course you get shumai.
Asian, I love it.
Yeah, like shumai is very good. You go there and order the tea and stuff like that. So this is for foreigners who aren't very into the Asian culture. I think shumai is good overall. But there's this thing
for people
like,
that don't know, I'm gonna put a picture so y'all know. I think they'll hopefully know from this. All
right, let's go bring it up. Shumai, yeah. It's usually steamed So it's like it comes. They
like
push it around a
pork and a
little.
little bit of tongue.
Yeah, it's like pork and like shrimp. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's and they usually push around these little carts, right? They push around like a bunch of carts and they start yelling out like, shumai and stuff
Oh,
like
I
that,
don't
right?
know what the word is, but I love the paper rice rolls with the shrimp in it and the soy sauce.
Oh, it's
I don't know.
it's I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's usually like it's usually shrimp or beef, and then there's like a sweet soy sauce on top, and we
Oh,
call it oh my god, I forgot what it's called already. Oh my god. But yeah,
I don't know the Chinese Canto word.
yes, it's
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Here, I'll show a picture. Chat might know. It ha chung.
Yeah,
I don't know.
ha chang, yeah, that's not ha chang.
Chung. Okay.
Ha chang
There you
and
go.
so chang is it means like rolled. In actual way, it's actually called like it's like a roll, right? So it's usually rice paper and they put like a little bit green onions on top of it, and then they usually it's
The
like a sweet soy sauce.
shrimp just tastes so good.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So my favorite thing to eat, it's gonna sound disgusting though. It might ruin a lot of people's appetite.
Balut?
It's not balut. I did eat balut before though.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, and I was forced. My mom's like, you got to eat it. It's expensive. You got to eat it. So
it's expensive.
yeah. So it's a specific way of cooking it, but it's chicken feet.
Oh, what way do you like it cooked?
So it's the dim sum way is it's usually made, it's like this, they make the skin red, and it's basically marinated in this sauce that's like use like black bean, and it's I'm gonna show it, but people are gonna be like, this looks fucking gross.
Oh, that sounds good. I mean, I know chicken feet sounds gross, but it's so good. But I also love tripe, so I mean,
Tripe is
gross.
amazing. I love tripe.
Oh yes,
Yes, this thing, it's like so I brought my wife to eat dim sum. She's like, what's your favorite thing? And I'm like, I love, so this is called feng zao. It's called like phoenix claw, the actual translation.
it looks so good.
And it's the sauce is so good because you can mix, if you have
that
rice,
looks
you
like
can
a
put it on.
black bean sauce.
Yeah, it's like a savory black bean sauce. You can put it on top of rice. It's delicious. And she's like, how do you eat it? And this is already, she's already getting grossed out just like me ordering it, right? And I told her,
Eat it.
so you just put it in your mouth,
skin.
you slurp the skin and the tendon, and then you regurgitate the bones. And she's like, how is that more appetizing?
No, you literally just eat the skin.
Yeah.
Sorry, cat.
Those are
Sorry.
Are those mutant chicken feet?
No, that's actual just chicken feet. We love eating it. You know what's funny? This is a delicacy, and we just throw it away in America.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I think people just like don't like the the look of it, or just it's like whenever you go to like a Chinese restaurant, they bring out the lobster. It's like, this is the lobster. It's like a live one. This is lobster you want, right? It's like, yeah, that's the one I want to cook. And then they come out with the lobster noodle, the garlic lobster noodles, but they also come out with the head. It's to show that this is the actual one you got, and it's like fresh presentation. But yeah, it's good.
Fresh.
Yeah, I want to go eat dim sum with you. Like I
know. Oh wait, are you going to LA Comic-Con?
The LA one, the one.
Yeah, it's in December 1st to 3rd. So if you plan on going, let me know. Either or, doesn't matter, but just let me know, and then maybe you can meet our dad.
Okay, that'll be cool. If it's in Pasadena or like Anaheim, I'm not
from my understanding, I think I'm staying in Pasadena, but I think LA Comic-Con is actually in LA.
Okay, so it's okay. Okay, yeah, Pasadena is nicer. But
of course, me too. I'm scared to go to LA.
Gollum's half botched circumcision.
It sounds like some chicken feet.
Yeah, with 25,000 PYG. What's PYG?
Filipino?
Is it Filipino money?
I have no idea.
Let's see. Fuck. I can't fix a typo in my profile name. Also, Banks sucks. Is it Banks?
Oh, it's Paraguayan. Guarani.
Okay. Oh,
Paraguay. That's in South America, isn't it? I think
that's super cool. We have people watching from down there. That's awesome.
hello. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Pretty
Thank you.
careful.
Thank you. Lost Tales with the 10 say, I know a real story. Phillip stared at some guy's ass on the street when he turned around and it was Grae. They have been friends ever since. Real, very true, very real and true.
You know what's funny? One of my friends, she's married to like a very amateur Filipino pop star.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
So that was really cool to meet them, and I just it's kind of funny to reflect on that. But I mean, like I say, very amateur for a reason, because they're not that like famous, but somewhat famous.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Smooth. What's
Smooth,
up?
the DJ. What's going on?
We got some Germans in the chat.
Yeah. Competition says Cantonese are not as well known as compared to Shanghai for egg rolls. Yeah. But I do like Vietnamese egg rolls. I like, for me, I do like spring rolls, but like there's this place in Rosemead and it's called Summer Rose, and they have like the spring rolls they use. It's like, I don't know, like they add an extra like deep fried egg roll in there and they dip it in this like crab sauce, and it's like really good. And it's not that far from Pasadena, but yeah.
I mean, like Vietnamese make really good food.
They
in
do.
my opinion. I think out of all the Asians besides Japan, Vietnamese, and then Chinese food for me in terms of like tier, it's light. It doesn't feel super heavy. Like you can eat a meal and not feel like you're dead.
Yeah.
Unlike Chinese food. Sorry, Chinese food. It's so heavy sometimes.
So yeah, I love Japanese food, but like I do also really love Korean food as well.
You're right. So Korean knocked Chinese out for third.
Yeah, like Korean barbecue is like
for me it's I love the glass noodles. Japchae is
japchae, I know I just ate not long ago, but it sounds really good. Yeah, but yeah, pho, Cappuccino pho on a cold rainy day.
Oh, it's beautiful. Wait, what's your favorite?
Like pho?
Like meats and stuff inside.
Okay. I do like it when it's the like I usually get the special. That usually comes with like the tendon, the beef balls, but I love it when it comes with the raw meat. And
Me too.
Yeah, and you cook it inside. Oh, it's so good.
So I always if they don't have it in there, I have to like write it out. I'm not good with Vietnamese, right? But it's like pho thai, which is the raw meat, and then bovine, which is the beef balls. And that I don't need anything else. The tendons are nice, but I don't need the tendons.
Yeah.
And then of course the hoisin sauce. The hoisin sauce makes it perfect with a bit of sriracha. All over this.
I heard like I'm not sure about this, but like so I used to live down in Alhambra, so that's why when you said that, like, so Pasadena is north, San Marino is south, and then Alhambra is south from that. So like 626 area. So I grew up in the 626 area, and it's like I used to there's this place I used to go to called Golden Deli, and I would always go there. It's like it's really, really popular now, and I'm just like, and it's so like pho's gotten so expensive. It's like $15 a bowl.
What? Oh my god! For a medium bowl in like the Toronto, Mississauga area, $10 to $11 Canadian, mind you.
Okay,
so that'd be like what, $8 American. That is ridiculous. You know, that's Cali prices for you.
Yeah, it's the is it Demogeni? Is that how you say it?
Demogeni, yes. Hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Oh my god, psychotic mangoose. Why would you say that? I was making a joke earlier that like I knew a Mr. Dong and that his wife was named Wang beforehand, and that if she hyphenated, it'd be Wang Dong.
Oh man, there's so many like Asian jokes, but like, you know, sometimes
I know pho places are the best with like super racy titles.
Like the one in Vegas that's popular is Pho Kim Long. It's
oh my god, there was one I saw called Hung Long.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my god.
Edwin says, I like how so far most, if not all, Asian stereotypes are confirmed in this podcast. It's funny.
You're welcome. There's a reason why there's stereotypes, because there is truth in stereotypes. So
Yes.
if
Yeah.
you lean into it, it's not as like offensive, at least in my
Yeah.
perspective.
But yeah. If you are going to be in the area, then like in Cali, yeah. Like I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. It really depends on. I know that my wife's cousin's coming into town in December, so I'll double check. If not, then like yeah, we can definitely meet up or
Yes.
something.
If not, bring your child. I'll pretend it's my baby and surprise everyone.
He's like,
I've been hiding this baby for this whole time. Sorry, everyone.
yeah. But so, is Mark going to be coming as well?
No, unfortunately. So it'll be myself. I know Carolyn's coming.
Okay.
Chris Gore obviously lives in the area. Gary and Melissa will be there. So far that I know. Who knows if there's gonna be more people, but like I'm going from Thursday to Monday. So Thursday the 30th to Monday the 4th. So
It's at the New Year's? Is it during the New Year's?
No, like Thursday
November.
the 30th on November. So
Okay.
it's in a couple weeks and then leaving on the Monday.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. I thought it was gonna be like in December. Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
aren't you doing like a meetup soon?
Yes, in a week and a half, I'm going to Wisconsin in on the Wednesday, the 15th. The meetup's on the 16th, so that'll be kind of fun. That's for like Black Friday, which I'm afraid to be around then. I've seen videos. Y'all in the States get crazy for Black Friday.
Yeah, I remember when the PS4 was launched and during Black Friday, like people went crazy and like this guy bought like two or three of them. And I used to work at a Best Buy, so like I would know, like, and they what's it called again? Like this guy like outside just like grabbed the what's it called again? The PS4s from his like basically tried to pry from his hands, but that guy had the bag like strap or the
On
handles
his hand?
wrapped around his fingers,
Break it?
so it ripped his fingers off, and I was like, "Whoa, these guys are fucking
Dang! You know
crazy."
what? I'm not surprised though. People be crazy when it comes to shopping and deals. Like nothing. Like as an Asian, when it comes to deal, I'll be ripping things out of people's hands too. Hopefully
Yeah,
not fingers off, but just the items. That's
yeah,
crazy though.
yeah. I remember I worked at they hired me for strictly for Black Friday. It's like so I worked like November 1st. It was my starting day, and then like he's like, "All right, you got to work Black Friday and Cyber Monday." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, I got there like at 2:30 and they didn't get off until like 6 a.m. Right. So I'm just like, holy shit, there's so much people outside already. But
Dang,
yeah,
that's insane.
yeah,
But
it's pretty
no.
crazy. So I do want to talk about this topic. So did you play Final Fantasy 14, right?
I did. So I finished the first part of the story. What's it called? I didn't get to Heaven's Ward.
A Realm Reborn?
A Realm Reborn. Sorry, I got to the credits and was crushed by the thought that I thought I finished the first part, but I didn't actually finish the first part. So I'm getting to finishing the first part, getting into Heaven's Ward, but I haven't finished that part yet. But anyways,
Okay.
yes,
How you liking the game?
I love it. It's fun. I hate the idea that I have to pay monthly in order to pay it. So I have to strategically play it so that I get in my head the most out of my money, even though it's not that much. It's not really that much,
Mhm.
but I'm so conscious of my spending because I want to maximize, of course, my output to my input. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. I think that Final Fantasy 14 is a super intricate MMO where you have so many job descriptions that you can do and you can play in the game, plus the multiplayer aspect, plus the story, plus the open world, plus the weird role playing, weird sex thing that I was told about the role play. Like, that's freaky. You know, you want to add that in there aspect, cool. Like that's fine. That's up to you. But it's a very expansive game, and I think it's worth it for something that's like very cheap. You just have to make sure that when you pay for it monthly, that you're using it monthly
Yeah.
to your
So
maximum.
I so I got into playing it, and because I remember the first 2 expansions, according like it, you can actually get it for free, and
The
you can play
first
up
one, yeah.
you can play up to Heaven's Ward, and it'll still be free. It'll still be considered like under the trial, and then once you get into Stormblood, I believe that's what it's called, that's when you have to start paying. And I was
Yeah.
able to play all the way up until Heaven's Ward, and then of course there's a new DLC coming out, Dawns of Trials or something like that, that's coming out next year. So yeah, the reason why I want to talk about that, I guess there was this controversy that came out earlier this week. This article comes to us from Bounding in the Comics. It says a Final Fantasy 14 theme song vocalist Susan Calloway removed from KupoCon guest list over her liking of conservative
Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know who she is, but I love the music in the game. Like,
You know what? I actually listen to a lot of what's the work music called where it's just like crap, FF14
like lo-fi.
lo-fi. And I personally really like the Final Fantasy 14 lo-fi, and it's really easy to listen to, very calming. And this is very reflective. I don't know what her tweet says she liked. She didn't even tweet, at least from the title, Bounding, I love you, but you have some crazy titles. But Gina Carano liked tweets from conservative accounts and tweeted something that's very mild and got persecuted for it. So the poor girl here just liked tweets. That's enough to be like, you're dead to me.
Yeah. It's crazy because I love the music in the game. I think Soken, which is the guy who does the music, is such an amazing amazing, musical, genius. Like he did all of the music for 16 as well, which is awesome because Yoshi P did both Final Fantasy 14 and 16, which is fantastic. So let's get into this. Let's see. In the latest example of those who claim to oppose gatekeeping rushing to exclude anyone who disagrees with them, it has been announced that thanks to backlash against her liking of tweets, which criticize various tenets of modern-day progressivism, a prominent Final Fantasy XIV vocalist, Susan Calloway, will no longer be making a previously scheduled appearance at the upcoming KupoCon Fan Expo. What did she... I want to see what she liked, though. Right? Of course, you get this person who is like basically... Oh, this is all the stuff that she's liking, basically putting everything
Where
in.
is Kupo Fan Expo? Is that in America? Kupo Fan, a Final Fantasy fan event made by fans. It's in Toronto, Birmingham, and Vancouver. You know what? It's because Trudeau has a hand in it. Makes sense.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. Calloway, whose voice brings to life the respective answers, Dragon Song, and Revolution themes of the popular MMO's base game and its Heaven's Ward and Stormblood expansions, first drew the ire of some Final Fantasy XIV fans on October 30th. So this is really recent. And the Twitter user Star Driver invited the public to go take a look at Susan Calloway's recent likes and replies. Per some highlights, the former category shared Star Rider vocalist likes tweets included of Rio Andy, I think Freeds, shared a Turning Point USA image reading, "Here's an idea, a reality show where socialist college students are sent to a country that closely resembles their desired political system and are left to survive for a few months." Wow.
Honestly, I would love to see a reality television show that does do that, because a lot of people do want communism and socialism, but you don't realize how bad it could be depending on how spread the wealth is. And of course, the reason why they have socialism and communism is because the people who get the stuff hog it and they don't spread it to the other people.
Yeah. It's like I remember, so my stepdad, he grew up in Shanghai, and during the 2020 elections, like he was just like, what's going on here in America? It feels like he's back in China. Like he literally said, it feels like the oppressive government of China. Like, what's going on? Why is everyone being silenced and stuff like that? It's pretty crazy. Yo,
it's
Eric,
creating a narrative.
Yeah. Eric Stratton, Xray Girls 45th live stream today. Lovable, yes. Quirky, yes, but fits in nicely on Eggroll.
Oh,
Oh, thank you so much for the 777. Yeah, thank you.
So psycho. I don't know why I'm doing that. I really don't understand where it's coming from, but it feels like being on here has made me feel more Asian. The Asianisms.
Yo, and Tombi gifted 5 memberships. Yo, thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Tombi.
Tommy. By the way, he plays Final Fantasy 14 as well.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What class did you play? Are you playing?
He played someone with a book. Oh shoot. Tombi, you're in the chat still. Please help. He was a healer? Was he healer? I think he was a healer with a book.
What about
Tombi,
you?
I played a black
Mage.
Wizard? Mage.
Black wizard.
Thank you.
Yeah, like so black mage. So that's it's funny, it's because scholar. Okay.
Scholar.
It's the first time when I played, like because I was playing with a bunch of people, a bunch of my mods. One person say, you gotta be BLM. I'm like,
Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
That's in this game? And it's like, oh no, that's black mage. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Oh man. Yo, Mark the Cyborg, what's going on, man?
Mark!
Just started Stormblood. I'm a samurai right now. Yo, samurais are dope.
Yeah.
Samurais are super
no,
cool.
you're not a samurai. You're my Italian stallion.
Oh, damn.
Oh, but you know what? I should have. Okay, so back to this article. Sorry, love you, honey. Yeah. The fact that the account like TPUSA already is a big red flag to most people because Turning Point USA is a conservative group, and if you're not with us, you're against us mentality. That is a really bad way to kind of use your politics. There's a lot of good things that are in a lot of different groups. There's also bad things in a lot of different groups. Is TPUSA murdering people? No. Are they promoting it? No. There's a lot of things that you can, look at this group and see there's a lot of good that can come from it. But the only reason that they hate is because of the other instead of them.
Yeah. It's like, what was it? Like Zachary Levi likes I forgot what it was. Either Libs of TikTok or Gays Against Groomers, or like they follow each other. And it's like, oh look, now we should cancel him. This person follows this account. This person liked this thing. It sounds like Gina Carano, right? Like Gina Carano, or like you said, like Carolyn, right? Just for liking something or following an account that can get you canceled, right? It's
she just wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. Let's see. Yeah, like for me, like if you look at my personal account, you see like not Project Eggroll, but my personal account, like it's like I follow a lot of people, but most of it it's more centrist and then right leaning, and then I do follow people on the left as well, right? So I'm not like stuck in an echo chamber. But the thing is, like I remember like I was following this account and then like I was giving feedback. It's like, oh hey, are you working out? Because like there's a guy who's working out, and like he started to get really like muscular. I'm like, did you use tonal for this? Like the tonal thing that LeBron James is like promoting. And he's like, yeah, this is all tonal. And then the guy responded, hey, you like a bunch of other stuff. You like a bunch of these accounts and you're following these accounts and you have an American flag in your bio. You shouldn't be talking here. You're basically saying I'm not welcome in that chat. Like, and it's on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, racism.
Yeah, stop Asian hate. Let's see. So Riley Gaines called out how, in the name of inclusivity, and feminism, males are brutally beating up on women and being awarded for it in women's only martial arts tournaments. And the Genevieve Gluck lamented how Japan's longest running rape crisis center has been declared ineligible to receive public funding following statements made by the facility's director, which were deemed by government officials to be discriminatory against males who identify as transgender. So liking and sharing that kind of stuff, yeah, so this person, I believe she tried this. Yeah, okay, this is her follow-up. Guys, it appears my account was hacked. I haven't been on Twitter that much as I've been working quite a bit. I love you all dearly and firmly against any hate of any kind. What is going on in our world grieves me. I pray for peace for all, that we would choose love over hate. And I believe they follow up with, I'm sorry for being cynical, but I can't just assume Susan Calloway has been hacked if she's been liking tweets like this since the beginning of this year.
Okay, so what tweets did she like? I want to see these.
So I can't go to the archive link. So another one is I think that's a Children of the Corn. You know, the brainwashing is real when white people start protesting. And a
the
bunch
woke
of
people
like,
do is backwards.
yeah,
Can't
sorry.
criminals.
Yeah.
Can't criminalize it fast enough. I guess that's a groomer tweet. Persecution based on liking a tweet. It's really sad.
Yeah, I can't, there's no like, because she deleted her account, her Twitter account.
Oh, she deleted it all. Oh, dang.
Yeah. So that's sort of like, maybe people started like pointing it out. It's like, hey, your account wasn't actually hacked. You actually started liking a bunch of stuff. Who cares?
You know what? I will say this. She lied. It's better to be honest about it. Just personally. But I don't think that she obviously wasn't ready for this type of backlash based on her likes of tweets, and she didn't understand what the best way to deal with it is. But regardless, you like the tweets, just own up to it. I think being honest is better. And we probably, like, we as in the royal we, would have been more sympathetic maybe towards it, because now it just looks like you're just trying to double back and, you know, say, oh my god, someone hacked me and liked a bunch of different tweets. Lies.
Yeah. Let's see. And it would be out of a deference to such fans, and aforementioned KupoCon would ultimately choose to disinvite Calloway from their upcoming event. Today has been a troubling day for the Final Fantasy community, wrote the representative for the convention to its official account. In light of recent events, we announced that Susan Calloway will no longer be attending our upcoming event in Toronto. We will do our utmost to secure another guest in time for the Palm East. For Palm East, I'm assuming that's a new...
That's the event in Toronto.
Okay. But it may be difficult due to the time constraints. We urge the KupoCon community to prioritize kindness during this difficult time, KupoCon added. We appreciate your understanding as we continue to thoroughly investigate this matter. Yeah, most likely without even talking to her, like, she's done. Let's get rid of her. Right? We don't like... It's so sad, you know, like, people just want to play video games and stuff like that, and people are just like, oh, I don't really care about this person anymore. And the fact that we have the new Dawn Trail that's coming out now, like, is she gonna have her stuff like completely removed from that? Like, is she a part of that? So
who knows? And the thing is, this game, and especially this game, like, this is a fantasy world. It has nothing to do with politics. Why is politics infecting this? Why can't we just play a game?
Yeah.
Not be bothered by it. Like, she didn't say anything specifically that was that jarring. Liking a tweet has nothing to do with it. People can, like, absentmindedly like a tweet. But should someone lose their job for it? I don't necessarily think so. You know, if she got a chance to say something and she wasted it saying, of course, that she was hacked. So it makes me feel like she just was trying to comply with the world in general of Twitter. Yeah.
Like for me, I think you can only get canceled in at least from what I see it. I can't, you know, speak on people that this affected, but like I would say you can only get canceled if you allow yourself to get canceled.
Absolutely. And we've seen Carolyn as an example. They tried to cancel her. It only got so far before she actually got to a better position in life because of this cancellation. So if she just stuck to her guns, stuck true to who she was, which it doesn't look like she did from my understanding, then she would be in a better place. People would have supported her, but no, she wanted to bow down to the masses, saying that she's a horrible person for liking tweets. And, you know, you like the tweets, either own up to it or don't.
Yeah.
And she didn't. So
yeah. So what's it called again? I do have some what's it called again? I think let's see, Lost Sale says I posted the screenshots in Discord if you're interested. Okay, I'll check. Let's check it out. So here's one of them. So here's one of her likes right over here. Let's see. So she likes this. So Riley Gaines, in the name of inclusivity, feminism, males are brutally beating up on women and being awarded for it. Think about this message this sends. All right, so that's a one. And here's another one.
So this is saying that, like, the trans men are being in these sports that they're fighting in.
Yeah, like maybe like UFC or like anything
Which
that's
I
like,
agree with. Like I as a female, I wouldn't want to go against a trans man. Trans female, sorry.
yeah. It's like did you watch that one South Park episode?
Pandaverse? Yes.
Not that one. The one with the bored girls.
No, but I can guess what it was like.
So it's basically a they're having like an all female like I guess competition, like sort of like the Olympics, right? And it's like a local thing, and then like everyone's there, and you have like her name is Vice Principal Strong Woman, and of course she's a very she's a strong woman, and she's like, okay, I'm here, I can't wait to compete, all these other girls, and then the announcer was like, oh, have you met I forgot her name, like Susie Swanson or whatever what her name is. And he's like, no, I've never met her. He's like, she's not your typical woman. He's like, not your typical woman. That's sort of bigoted. And then Macho Man Randy Savage comes out. He's like, yeah, I can't wait to compete with this woman. I can't wait to kick your asses. It's just like, what?
No.
It's all like literally a guy. I just recently, it's like, I just recently, now that I feel a lot freer now that I'm a woman. Oh yeah, Heaven Swanson, thank you. Yeah. It's it's crazy.
Riley is speaking truths. I would.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
Yeah, so basically, there are some of the controversial tweets that she did. And here's for me, like, she's not saying anything, but just even liking it, it's people are literally digging up your past. It's like, okay, it's like who did you like? And I believe there's also a thing saying that like, oh, she also follows Ben Shapiro, and he's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, no. It's the same thing as I said earlier. If you're not with us, you're against us. If you like something else that's not of the status quo, you're going to be persecuted for it. And I mean, we've seen it time and time again. And unfortunately, Miss Calloway didn't know how to handle it very well.
Yeah.
She's kind of on both sides. Like, I feel like she probably is in the sector of like believing everything she liked. She just wasn't okay saying it out loud because she knows it's against the narrative.
Yeah. Let's see. Edwin says, in Final Fantasy 14 online is fun, the most friend MMO, I'm assuming friendly MMO out there. I played WoW, Final Fantasy 14 online, Guild Wars, Star Wars The Old Republic MMO, and currently playing Elder Scrolls Online. Final Fantasy 14 is the friendliest. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is very friendly, especially if you have the Sprout on top of your name. They're so nice to you. Here's $10,000, go buy something.
Got that? Okay, no, I lie. But no, I got that because I was streaming. There's a difference.
Oh, okay. Yes. Streamer luck.
Streamer luck. No, people know where to find. It's so funny. Every time I play 14, I have like a little entourage of people. And I'm like, oh, I need to get to here. And people just offer me a ride at the time that I didn't have a vehicle. It was so nice.
Yeah. It's the Golem's half botched circumcision leftover with the 10,000 is PYG Paraguayan. My English still no good. Going there, Dan Vass gay.
Oh no, yeah, go. My English still no good. Going there, Dan Vass gay.
Yeah, gay.
He big gay.
Oh man.
So I'm sorry, Dan. Love you.
But I do know that we have limited time with you, so I want to make sure that
I'm on a high right now, so let's keep going.
Okay, all right. So let's see. Are you? So I believe it's tonight. Are you caught up with Attack on Titan?
No.
The final episode drops tonight.
Are you watching?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Afterwards, I know Mark does a Attack on Titan like review. So if so, I'm gonna reach out to you.
Okay. Yeah. It's
he's watching it right now. Stop it! Don't watch it without me.
Wait, he's actually watching it now?
I hate you. No, you can watch it, honey.
It's so
He's
yeah,
watched
it's
11
been nice.
seconds so far.
It's yeah, it
Don't watch
Attack on
it.
Titan is overrated. Here's the thing, man. I've been on that Attack on Titan thing for such a long time now. It's at the end. We got to finish it.
No, I
We
gotta
gotta
finish it because I remember watching it the first time and just being blown away by the twists and turns. And then upon second viewing, the little hints that I completely missed out on. How many times have you watched like all the episodes again and again?
I probably seen the first 2 seasons the most.
Okay, at least twice over, because then at least you know the little twists and turns.
Yeah.
So because the first season, there's so many hints that you completely, especially with the 3 of them together.
Yes.
Oh my god! And the show has, of course, in my personal opinion, taken a really big downward turn. I still love it, and I want to finish it, and I want to see it finished. But I just, it's not doing it for me.
Yeah.
But I still will finish it. I need to persevere. I need to know the end.
Yeah.
I need to know who wins.
Like no, everyone's saying no spoilers, please. Yeah, no
yes,
spoilers.
Please, no spoilers.
We're not saying anything, but like for me, the first 2, like the mystery was great. I think especially it's like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? You know, is this the entire world? Is this all that's left? Right. And then you get to know more of the story, just hints and stuff like that. And like you said, like the 3, you're like, who are they? Why are they? You know, and then you sort of rewatch it again and you see them talking and then about the keys and stuff like that. And you're like, wait, what's going on? It's and then like for me, I sort of stopped watching is because they took like a long break. Right, like it took like a very long break.
Too many breaks between these seasons and episodes, or the final season took 2 final seasons.
Yes, right, and for me, I love Wit Studios, and they went with Mappa. I have nothing against Mappa. I think Mappa's great, which is the current studio where it's like all the art styles completely changed up, and all the Titans are 3D, and
but they're just not as cute as they used to be.
Yeah, like
they need to retain that childlike characteristic, because I think that really did help. You get used to it, but I don't want to have to get used to it.
Yeah, and there was what's it called again? So how far did you watch? Like, are you actually
I'm caught up till this episode now.
Oh, okay, so I'm not gonna say anything, chat, but okay, what is your favorite fight? Like, or who's your favorite character in the show?
Ooh, okay. So this is who is my favorite character? Okay, so for Heart, I really like the blonde dude from, of course, The Other Side. Forgot his name. Sorry, really bad with names.
Oh God,
I think he has such
Reiner.
Reiner. He has. I think his views are so twisted, but he really wants to try to do the best that he can to be the best person he can and be a good leader based on the fact that he fudged everything up from the beginning. So I think that's a very redeeming factor that we can all relate to. I love Reiner, and I mean, I have to have big ups and loves for the really good fighter, short hair, the leader, Levi. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. Can you tell? Levi. I think that Levi, he is such an OP character, silent but deadly like a fart, and you know, he's literally the one person everyone is afraid of from the other side. You know, every Titan is scared of him because of his prowess. He literally came from the depths of like the underworld and climbed his way up to prove that, you know, you don't have to have like this amazing family and power and all that, but he can be just that good from hard work and perseverance.
Yeah. Like of course, like I love the fights where but they're all like, my favorite one is probably the Levi fight. Is
with who?
The first time you see him, like the first one when you see the female Titan, you're like, you see how crazy good he is. But
Oh, in the forest, right?
yeah, in the forest where he's like running around, like she's like,
Oh
and
my
he turns
God.
around and then just like zips around her arm. It's like, what's going on? Like, whoa! But
Yeah.
the Beast Titan fight was
No, the Beast
absolutely
Titan with Levi was
insane.
shocker. It was a shocking fight because you just didn't know how he was gonna get to him, and then he ended up using all the Titans, and you're like, "Arr! Smarts and strong. Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
And
so
everything
good.
with the blonde friend, shoot, what's his face?
Armin?
Armin. I mean, he has a lot of heart and he's such a sweet soul, but even he gets a little corrupted by the end.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, we're trying not to go. We're talking about older stuff, chat. So we're not like
We're not spoiling.
saying anything. But yeah, I think my favorite part is like, oh yeah. So it's yeah, like you hear what's his name, Zeke, right? He's in the Beast Titan, and then he's like, yeah, okay, you know, I just killed a bunch of people, and he looks around, it's like, where are all my
Where?
Titans dead? What's going on here?
Yeah. And all of a sudden Levi's right there. He
Yeah, he
really
goes,
should have killed him. But then
yeah,
Cart Titan came out of nowhere
yeah. Oh, I
and
can't
saved
wait.
him.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's crazy how people change sides so easily where you're like, oh my God, there is no good person in these fights. And that is like, this is how you do the whole there are no good people in the world type of story, because everyone has their own reasons that they're there, for positive or negative, mostly positive in their own selfish view.
Mhm.
And who is there even any race out of all of them that is like definitely evil? I don't think so.
No,
Like
because
maybe
like,
you can say the people oppressing all the Titan people in the mainland are evil, but even then they have a reason to do it because they were oppressed prior to.
yeah, like, and that's when my brother started reading it, right? And he told me, he said it gets sort of like political, you know, it makes you think a lot, and then he's like, okay,
I
who's
mean, the whole armband thing is like a little ode to Jews in
yeah,
Germany.
it's a little bit, but
Just a little
it's
bit.
I am really excited. So I like, yeah, I believe the last episode is so let me see, let me pull it up. I don't want to bring up the
No, there are
trailer.
no spoilers right now. We're literally just talking about old stuff.
No
Like this
spoilers,
is
but
even pre-season 4, okay?
okay. So I'm not gonna show anything. I'm just gonna read it here. This is from the Attack on Titan official Twitter account. Relive the battle between humans and Titans before the epic saga reaches its thrilling conclusion when Attack on Titan final season, final chapter special 2 premieres November 4th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So it's out already. It's been out for
It is
3 hours.
out. Yeah, it's Mark is crying right now.
Oh
I have no
man.
idea what's happening. It makes me want to like leave and go watch it, but I'll watch it at some point. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yes, if we do a review, I'll reach out, and it'd be great to see and hear your thoughts. Does your lovely co-host watch it as well?
No, unfortunately. I asked him, it's like, hey,
Boo!
you need to watch Attack on Titan. And he's like, oh yeah, I gotta get to it. And I was like, he has so much he needs to watch. Like he didn't even watch, never even watched Naruto. So I'm just like,
It's kind of daunting to watch any of those seasons, like Naruto, Bleach, um,
yeah.
things like ooh, it's a good show that's like pretty short to watch. Uh, the one where you write the names in the book and then
Death
people
Note.
die. Death Note, thank you.
Death Note's good, yeah.
Death Note is good. It's a good gateway like anime to watch, I think.
So what are you currently watching right now?
Selling Sunset.
What is that?
It's a reality television show where there's real estate agents in the 91210 area that's selling real estate there. And the one of the girls that's on it, she used to be married to the oh shoot, what's his face? An actor that's pretty popular. And then there's another girl in there that's on now her baby daddy's Nick Cannon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The reality show. Okay, so I just based
Yeah.
off the woman. Hopefully, I don't get catfished. I might watch it now.
Yeah, it's called the Oppenheim Group, which is a pretty big, prominent real estate agency in the LA area.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it's very catty. I mean, I'm sure your wife might like it,
Oh yeah, she will love this.
probably, if she
So
hasn't watched it already.
she forced me to watch Temptation Island with her.
Oh.
And did you ever watch that?
Yes, but I think this is better than Temptation Island, in my opinion.
Really?
So
Okay, Temptation Island. She's like, oh, I couldn't stop watching it, and I'm just like, oh no,
yeah.
it's like trash TV, but like you can't stop watching. You're like, what
Yeah,
happens next?
you know what? There's this thing with reality that I love. It's called feeling better about myself because my life isn't that bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that like my wife watches. I'll sometimes peek over and she's what she's watching. She used to watch like a lot of Kardashian stuff. I'm like, oh
Did
no.
she watch that super rich Asian reality television show on Netflix?
Yes.
Um,
Yes,
what's it
one of
called
the
again?
ladies has like extreme makeup done to her, right? She has like big feet. Yeah,
Yes.
she watches that too.
It was called Chat, Netflix Asian reality show. It's called Bling Empire.
Yeah, Bling Empire. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's very
Yeah.
it's not the same. But the lady did not have as much plastic surgery as that gay guy did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was so plastic by the end of season 2.
Yeah. I just watch her. I'm just like, yeah, I can't watch this with you. And she's like, it's just I want something on in the background. I'm like, okay, all right. And then but the thing is, speaking like going back to anime, like the only thing that like I want to start watching, but like it just very daunting, like trying to get into it. When I watched the live action One Piece, I'm like
Did you
this
like
is
it?
did you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But the thing is, I was like, okay, I want to watch more. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start watching the anime. Holy crap,
Was
it's
it better?
1,000 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone told me that it's like it was a tweet, but it's better to read it. It's a lot faster to read it, the
Yeah.
manga, I mean, than to watch the episodes. But I mean, it's on Netflix and there is probably I heard the dubbed is pretty good. So,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I do like the dubs because I love the voice. I love Christopher Sabat. He of course he plays Vegeta. That's why I like, and he also does Piccolo's voice, and he does the voice for Zoro, and the voice that does Krillin's voice does God, who's the other guy? Oh my God, I'm the black guy. Forgot his name already, but he does his
Blade.
voice.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. Oh, have you? Speaking of, here it is. I do want to talk. Spy Family is good. I need to start the
Hi,
next
and
season.
oh man, yes. Oh my god, you have to see this. 1 second. Pochito! Ah, so cute!
Yeah.
Ah, I
So
love
here's the thing.
Pochito.
I need to watch Chainsaw Man. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no! Oh, he doesn't have a crank. Okay, anyways.
Yeah,
like Kyle.
I heard Chainsaw Man is really good. Usopp, thank you so much. Usopp, thank you. Yeah, I need to watch Chainsaw Man. I heard it's really, really good.
You'll like it. You know, the protagonist, all he wants to do, and you might understand this, is touch a boob.
That's that. I probably have to watch it now. Probably
No,
have to.
yeah. If you needed a reason to watch it, that is the reason. He's
It's
never
so
touched
degenerate.
a boob.
It's speaking of that, did you ever watch Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, yes. I'll have a
Okay.
hard time recalling episodes because it's like 20 plus years since watching it.
So that yo, what's going on, Phil TMNT? Hope you're doing well.
I know.
What's going on? But yeah, so I saw this meme and I didn't think about it until I actually read it again. So Goku basically talks to Vegeta. He's like, I did everything first. He's like, what do you mean, Kakarot? He's like, I turned Super Saiyan first.
Mm-hmm.
I beat Frieza first. I went Super Saiyan Blue 1st, and I touched Bulma first. And I'm like, he did. He did.
What? Did I I don't remember.
So in OG Dragon Ball, when Goku was a kid, he's like, oh, I've never seen a girl before. So this is when Bulma was like 16, right? 16 or 17. And then he sneaks into her trailer and pulls down, like lifts up her shirt and pulls down her underpants. And he's like, where's your thing? You know, where's your pee-pee?
Where's your pee-pee?
He's like, he starts slapping it, right? And then I'm like, oh, he did.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm just like, oh my God, man, that's so crazy.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, Bulma is I think a lot of people, she's like the first anime love.
Yeah, I would say so. And the thing is, she if you guys didn't know, I believe is in Revival of F, which is the second Dragon Ball Super movie, you find out that Bulma does a wish every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did you watch Revival of F?
No.
So that's the one where they resurrect Frieza. So Frieza gets resurrected or something like that, or no, I don't think it's Revival of F. I think it was in maybe the Broly one, where Frieza's like, I want to get the Dragon Ball, and then it's like, why? It's like, because I want it. It's like, I'm already really, really strong though. Like, but so I want to wish for something. It's like, what do you want to wish for? It's like, I want to wish to be an inch taller. It's like,
or longer.
What?
Who knows?
And it's like, why would you want to be an inch taller? Why don't you just be a lot taller? It's like, you fool. If I become instantly taller by a foot, everyone will know. But if I incrementally increase my height, people won't know. And right? So then you find out that Bulma does the same thing, but for her age.
Oh.
So basically she basically, like, she wishes to become 1 year younger. Every single year. So she stays the same. Right?
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, I believe she's like 43 or something like that, right? Or like 39 or something.
She's like every Asian woman and looks like she's 20.
Yeah, until you're 65 and you instantly just shrivel up into
little
like
grandma and the curls.
Yeah. And you walk into the store, you're like, hello, sorry.
Hello,
Oh man.
Yup.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to watching Attack on Titan though. Like I'm
like itching to kind of get to it, which makes me think, like, should I? Oh my God.
If you want, like, if Mark's waiting for you, you can just like.
Oh, he's not waiting for me. He's already watching. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. I'm playing with my. This is apparently it's supposed to cut the foil off the bottles.
Oh, okay.
Like this, I think. I don't actually have foils on bottles, but I keep it. But anyways, I'm getting distracted.
Like, see, here's the thing. I wish I can have the alcohol tolerance that regular people have.
Do you get red-faced or red-bodied?
Yeah, like I instantly get the Asian glow. Like it happens immediately.
You don't puke, do you?
No. So here's the thing. My throat closes up.
Oh, you're allergic then. You're actually allergic.
Yeah. And
no,
I didn't.
That's fine. That's a few. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't find that out until like maybe like 5 years ago.
So I think I have 4 friends. One will have, like, I call it the speedy hangover. One with you, the throat closing. One that goes blackout drunk on one drink. So we never allow her to have a drink. And one that gets super red but doesn't like know what's like happening. Like they got like red hot and like itchy, so they're like, no, we don't drink. So it's such an Asian thing to be allergic to alcohol.
Yeah, and like I remember I was in Vegas. I was hanging out with my brother-in-law, and like he's an instigator. Like he always like tops me off with like alcohol and stuff like that. Like we had he's like, what do you want? Like rum and coke? All right. Like gives me a bucket glass. Like 65% was rum, and then maybe 10% was coke. And like, here you go. And then I was like really red. I was just like lying there in the corner. And then my sister's like,
you poor thing.
You're really, really red. I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, are you okay? Right? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. He's like, my sister's like, all right, as long as your throat doesn't close up. I was like,
and then it did.
Just a little bit. And then my wife was like, wait, what? And then everyone's like, what? So what's going on? It's like, yeah, my throat hurts a little, like it closes up. It's a little hard for me to breathe. It's like you're allergic. I was like, wait, I thought this is what drunk feels like.
No, it's not. Oh no, you poor thing. I'm glad you're alive. First and foremost. Dang. Yeah. I'm guessing
why would
you're
everyone want to be drunk all the time? Your throat closes up. You,
horrible.
you get really red, and like it gets like down to my chest, like it gets really, really red. So then like, okay, you gotta stop drinking. And then people
I've
just
seen people get like red on their chest and it's fine,
Yeah.
but you got a full body reaction.
Yeah. Let's see. Johan Naxos.
Hi,
Eggroll.
Johan.
Yo, hi, Xray girl.
Eggroll.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday to Mark. Every day is Mark's birthday.
Oh, when was his birthday? Was it recent?
Today.
Oh, really?
And yesterday and tomorrow.
And then every other day.
Every day. It's a funny like I guess meme moment because we just started randomly celebrating Mark's birthday. Well, we actually celebrated on his birthday, and then the next day we continued it, and the next day we continued. We're just like every day is Mark's birthday, but also Super Chat is so the saying Mark's birthday, and it just kind of took off from there. So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday. Yeah. But yeah, it's just yeah, I try not to drink as much. So like I usually just like pace myself when it comes to drinking. So that's why when I see like you and what's it called again, Wicked, you guys are drinking and stuff like that, and with
yeah.
Yeah, on your saucy Saturdays, and I was like, oh, this guy's drinking. It's like I wish I can drink.
Yeah,
right?
But I save it for certain days now. I don't get drunk as much as I probably definitely used to.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. So I do want to. How long do you have?
We'll do one more topic, and then I'm gonna go watch the show.
We'll do one more. Thank you so much for staying this long. I know you're super tired. You woke up early and played games with Az.
Well,
right?
This morning actually this morning I felt sick, so I stayed in bed till about noon, and then then played games with Az around 2:00 till 5, and then stream since 6 Eastern time, mind you.
Yeah, it's literally like one after another. Like, I don't want, thank you so much. And I know you're tired.
Oh, I don't mind. I'll be honest, like if I'm like exhausted, but not at that point yet.
Okay. All right. We'll do one more topic, and we will we'll make sure Xray girl gets some sleep or rest or hang out with Mark and watch Attack on Titan. All right. So, were you did you ever watch Zoro? Like the what's it called again? I think the
Legend of Zoro.
Yeah, the Z with like Antonio Banderas
with the sword, and Catherine Zeta-Jones, and how hot she was in that time. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like 20 years ago since I watched it. So mind you, I can't remember the names in Naruto, but that was closer.
Yeah. So I guess I did hear that they were like rebooting it or like redoing it. Right.
Oh no, The Legend of Zara.
Yeah. So this also comes from Bounty in the Comics. So let's go ahead and read this article right over here.
Wait, is Rachel Zegler gonna be Zara then?
They should make if it's Rachel Zegler, it's a perfect fit. Just have her in it. Right. Oh man, Rachel Zegler. Oh man. But let's see. This article, the title says Sean Gordon Murphy reveals the main character for his upcoming Zoro comic is a lesbian. Says he's 90% aligned with Heather Antos. So I'm assuming that I don't know who that is, but yeah. So yeah, it's literally like the Pandaverse.
Put a chick in it and make her lame and gay.
Yeah. And we talked about this with what's it called again? With Grae, like when we watched it last week, it was just we've known about this for a long time, and we're just glad that South Park is calling it out. Right? Yes. Like we've been annoyed with it, just like put a chick in it and make her lame and gay, and I hope this fails miserably.
I do too. I mean, that's evil, but I do too.
Yeah, see, Sean Gordon Murphy gave a cynical interview with Comics by Perch over the weekend, where the two men gaslit comic fans as to the problems of the comic industry, downplaying the fact that Marvel and DC have been systematically and intentionally replacing their characters with woke diversity tropes for the last decade, while revealing his upcoming Zoro comics main character is a lesbian.
That shirt makes him look like a lesbian.
Yeah. See, chat, I'm wearing this pink shirt was for a reason.
You look less gay than he does.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like he plays for the... No, he definitely catches.
Do you watch or read BL stuff?
What is a BL?
Okay, if you don't know what that is, okay, here's BL means boy love.
I love a boy, yeah.
No, but it's like anime, like basically boys liking boys.
Is it like would I have to go to a certain website like Pornhub to watch this BL stuff?
Okay, so Yuri on Ice is considered boy love, BL.
I don't know what that is.
So Yuri on Ice, it's basically like ice skating stuff, but it's like the guys get really, really close to each other, but they don't kiss. And you're like, as a girl, you know, like my wife is like, oh my God, they're so close to kissing. It's like,
so they cross swords, but they don't actually cross swords.
Yeah, it's like literally like edging people to like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, but yeah, it's there is actually a community online that loves that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gay! I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. It's fine. If you like it, that's fine. I think it's so funny to be like, okay, we're not gonna watch the full gay sex, but we're gonna watch this instead.
Yeah, it's almost gay, but it's not, right? So there is a very good anime, and I highly recommend. It's super funny. I enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. Of course, she would. But it's called "Kiss Him, Not Me," and it's so the synopsis is a fat, chubby girl with glasses that loves snacking and eating, and she loves writing like fan fiction of herself and stuff like that. She's in high school, and then all of a sudden, overnight, she gets really sick, and the next day she becomes extremely hot. And then she goes to school, and then all the guys start hitting on her, right? All the guys, and you're like, "What's going on?" But she loves yaoi stuff, which is basically what that is. It's like, you know, men on BL stuff. And he's like, "Why don't you kiss him instead?" You know, like it's really, really funny. I think it's like a 1 season thing. So like you can, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I'm pretty sure this guy is probably interested in yaoi and BL stuff.
Maybe him and I can watch it together. He'll probably be more tantalized about it than I is. I will be.
Wait, what's this? It's like Phil getting a little too excited while talking about a super sus.
Ooh, shots fired.
Pink shirt. It's the pink shirt, all right? it's the pink shirt. All right, let's continue.
Hey, I'm wearing pink too. We're matching.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I saw it. Hey, you're wearing pink. It's unintentional. Okay. See, the interview to promote Murphy's new Zoro Kickstarter lasted an hour and a half, most of which felt like Murphy interviewing Perch about the YouTuber's ideas about what was wrong with the comic industry and how to fix said problems, including a rant about former Marvel editor-in-chief Bob Harass? What?
Mr. Harass.
That is a funny last name. Okay, along with the then co-publisher Dan DiDio, seemed to be in last stopgap before DC Comics pushed all of their characters in the direction of LGBTQ propaganda. Is he saying like, look how woke they are, look how crazy they are. Also, my Zoro is a lesbian.
Yeah, he's just trying to get all those DEI points from the internet, essentially.
Yeah, and look, I'm fine with the whole slay queen moments, but it's like you gotta stop, man.
Are you?
Let's see. At the 14-minute mark of the interview, Murphy and Perch begin to discuss wokeism in comics for a brief couple of minutes, condescending critics of woke culture in the process. It includes claims that the woke content doesn't matter in the downfall of these companies, and that the independent movements of creators and commentators serves themselves rather than address what they perceive as the real systemic problems in comics. How do you feel about this so far?
I mean, it just sounds like a pile of denial that they really just don't want to look at. And the fact that they're deflecting just means that they're really sensitive people about the content in itself, as
Yeah.
per usual.
Yeah. Like, wasn't there a guy like a couple of weeks ago? I think like the Green Lantern dude was like, please buy this book because it will help out like LGBTQIA and stuff like that. And it's like a Green
But
Lantern character.
didn't you guys say that, like, if you are not one of these people, you shouldn't buy the books?
Yeah. It's like, don't, it's not for you. Don't buy the books. It's not for you. It's meant for them, right?
But
And
actually, you actually spend your money, and we need the money from you.
yeah. So, do you think that representation matters?
So it does and it doesn't. And I'm going to preface this with, it's not the representation of a minority or gender or immigration status or whatever it is. You can make a lot of stories and I will relate to a character based on some weird, intricate little detail that I never thought I would have. And I can relate to a male, I can relate to a female, I can relate to someone who's not gay or straight or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the idea that your traits of, maybe you're an underdog, maybe you were bullied, maybe you have a disability that you had to overcome. And it doesn't have to be a physical disability, it could be a little bit of a mental. You could have, been a bit of an autist. You could have been the kid that no one liked. And I think that a lot of people can relate to these types of events that are of the other, so to speak, the underrepresented types. So that's what I think, that it's nice to feel like you can be seen in that sense, but it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, it's an Asian person.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, I loved Jackie Chan, but you know what's funny about Jackie Chan? It wasn't that I saw myself in Jackie Chan. I actually really like Jackie Chan because his personality was very similar to my father. There's a lot of things that as a dad, he has in his character that I can relate to my own father with.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I'm Asian, okay?
Yeah, and that's the reason why I 100% agree with you. I think there are specific personalities and traits and tropes that you see in a anime, cartoon, TV show. You're like, why is why does everyone relate to Peter Parker? It's because he's a kid, right? That gained superpowers, and then he's also a nerd, and no one noticed until he got his superpowers, right? But like he, as long as he's himself, then people will like him, right? And that's the reason why, when you get stuff like Shang-Chi came out, it's like, oh hey, we finally get an Asian, Chinese superhero. What I think about that? I'm like, it's a movie good.
Honestly,
Right?
it could have been good. It really could have. And I really, really did like him as an actor when he was in Kim's Convenience.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when he was in that Ken role and he was that bimbo version of him, that's kind of his version in Kim's Convenience, which made me think, oh my God, he was a good bimbo. Or himbo. Sorry.
Yeah. I have nothing against that actor. Like what's it Simu Liu. But I think that does he represent like, oh, now you have a Chinese superhero? It's like I don't care about that.
No.
Right. Yeah, and it's sad, right? And the thing is, like, a lot of the people in the comic book industry, especially the people who are in there currently, and the movies, they're all like, okay, we need more representation. I think representation matters, and I think everyone's just echoing this. Like they probably just want the DEI brownie points,
And like the fact that you're targeting such a small audience versus, a good story, it just shows that your work isn't that meritable, in my opinion. Your work will speak to itself if it does well. And we've seen, Tifa Tom Cruise's work completely blow the box office apart. We've seen Barbenheimer completely blow it apart too. So it's definitely not, woke stuff is gonna get you all the money. And I mean, like Barbie is a little woke to a lot of woke, and it still did well. But my question is on that is let's see the second, third, fourth movie and see the drop off, and we'll see how well that does.
Yeah. Did you? Okay, I didn't watch Barbie. Did you watch it?
I did. It is okay. I think that it should have leaned more into the bimbo thing. The story in itself was okay. I wanted more dance numbers, as silly as that sounds, because Barbie and dancing and singing makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done way more and it could have been way more fun, but it wasn't. And then the whole idea with the patriarch was a bit silly. I think Barbie should have overcome a personal internal struggle versus her versus Ken, or the Kens.
Yeah.
Like
according, like, do you agree that I'm not sure if like Ryan Kinno talked about this. I think he enjoyed it too, and he mentioned that or I'm not sure him, but like I know some people are saying that it's actually showing how oppressed Ken is, right, living in Barbie land, right? And then
yes, he has, like, if you watched it, you'll see just even in the beginning, like 15-20 minutes, like he gets like shoot off like this, like, oh, we don't care about you. What are the Kens here for? Where do they live? We don't even know where the Kens live. All he wants to do is get Barbie's attention. That is not a big deal to me, in the sense that if you play Barbie in real life, and this is me trying to empathize with the writing, I never cared about Ken. I cared about Barbie. And if we're thinking about how girls played with the dolls, Ken being in the story doesn't matter, in my opinion. Maybe that could have been a good second story to go into the second movie, but the movie should have been about Barbie and her coming of age. And I think that would have been a good story to go into. How to do that, that's another story. I don't know. Like with the whole, do they go to the real world? Do they not? Like, how do you integrate the stories together? But I think that's an age-old story that we can all relate to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, create the Ken story. And then I would have loved this. Like, Ken starts getting his own coming of age story. And then with G.I. Joe becomes a man. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, they should have a crossover movie or something like
yeah, because it's cool. The same toy maker, Mattel. So it would have been perfect. But we'll do it, probably not.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue this. Let's see. It sounded strange to hear them gloss over the problems of the comic industry until one looks at Sean Gordon Murphy's track record of extreme left appeasement in his career in order to keep himself in the good graces of the woke gatekeepers. I'm 90% aligned with Heather Antos and the others, Murphy says later in an interview when discussing politics, after opining that one side accuses me of bending the knee to the SJWs. And I think so, right? I think we have a lot of people who are just like, you know what, you should, if how about you just call it out? I think that's the reason why there's a lot of people who don't like Henry Cavill, people who work in industry, right? It's like, oh, he's hard to work with. It's like, no, because he wants to be faithful to the source material. Same thing with I think Jenna Ortega, right? Like, didn't she say like a bunch of stuff like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is not Wednesday's character.
The lines, yeah.
It's like, no, she wouldn't do this. She wouldn't do this. And it's like, I think this person is just like bending the knee. And I think he is, right? Unfortunately, Murphy is very much has bent the knee, despite it coming back to bite him more often than not. Murphy spent an exorbitant amount of time in 2019, 2020, propping up embattled comic writer Brian Maggs Visaggio, posting a Twitter picture with Visaggio and calling him his BFF. Visaggio later took to Twitter and accused Murphy of manipulating him, including love bombing, which was not made clear to as whether it meant Murphy made advances towards Visaggio to have a homosexual relation.
Oh my God, that's creepy.
What? This is insane.
You should see the picture of Mags. She's like, I wouldn't.
Oh man. So, okay, if this person was gay, wouldn't you go for like an extremely hot buff guy I don't know, right? Like, and
Mhm.
same thing with like lesbians, right? Like wouldn't you go for like someone who's extremely hot? And I don't know.
Like a femme?
Uh I when let me give you an example. When you think of lesbians back in the day, like you think of like two hot women kissing each other, you know. But now when you think about it, it's like, oh, two fat women kissing each other with like crazy hair, and they're all angry and stuff like that, right? I don't know. That's
I'm like Googling most famous lesbians, Megan Rapinoe.
right.
I'm just trying to think. Oh, what was that show where Tila Tequila, she dated both men and women? I mean, I guess she was kind of bisexual, so.
Yeah, yeah, and she's also Asian, chat.
Oh my god! I didn't know Sarah Paulson was famous. Sorry, not famous. A lesbian.
Yeah,
I love
and
Sarah Paulson.
it shouldn't let like these stories shouldn't let your sexuality define your character.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I asked this to Grae, my co-host. Xray Girl, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Do you like Oberyn Martell?
Yeah, I did. When
What would
I didn't know Pablo Hidalgo at that point, but I did like him.
okay. So the thing is, did you what did you like about Oberyn Martell?
Confident. To the point. He's mysterious. I like that he was very protective of his wife. Or partner, I guess. I don't think
Yeah.
he was married to her. So you knew that he had good family-ish values. They're a little too liberal with the sex thing, but that's fine. You know, there's a lot of good to him, and I think that the fact that he wanted to avenge his sister showed a lot of like family bonds and whatnot on his character.
Yeah.
And he played the character really well, in my
He did.
opinion.
And the thing is that you didn't even mention that he's bi.
I didn't know he was bi, to be honest.
So in the show, he's bi. Like remember, he's at the
brothel.
brothel.
In the show, yeah. In the show, he's bi, yeah. But do I care about that? No.
Yeah. So that's how it should be. Like it should be, the character is badass. You good morals, family, values and stuff like that. All that stuff. And then the last thing should be, oh yeah, this person is also gay. Like who? Like it should be the last thing. It should like, oh, now we're gonna have a first LGBTQ character. Oh, we're gonna have our first Asian. Oh, we're gonna have our first gay character. It shouldn't have to be that in order for you to connect with the character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like just make something good, right? I agree with this one too from Lost Tales. Make lesbians hot again.
It's the new MAGA.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Let's see what he said. Let's see. I recently did a cover for a creator, but it's been brought to my attention that the creator has posted opinions that are anti-LGBTQ. I've spoken with the creator, and the cover will now be pulled from the project. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a big supporter of the LGBTQ community, from the hard workers at my publisher to my fellow creators to the people of my own family. And I'm sorry if I hurt or upset anyone. I've always wanted to my work to be about inclusion and about people working together. It's a major theme about in my Batman work, but I can't be connected to the opinions that hurt the LGBTQ community. That's meant so much to my life and my upbringing. Yeah, and the fact that a lot of these people are, putting, self-inserting themselves either through, characters or like ideology, or like how, politically. I think it's just really sad where everything is going, and that's the reason why I love what like I would consider myself a part of the the culture war, right? And what Gary, yourself, Geeks and Gamers, everyone who's just pointing the shit out, Rippa, especially starting the Rippaverse, him starting an animation studio. I love where this industry is going now. Like, for me, I would consider myself a little bit a part of Hollywood. Xray, if you don't know, I work on a Marvel game. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm an artist for a Marvel game. So,
ooh, that's cool.
And I see a lot of it in the game industry. And what's it called again? Dave, who pops in and out from my chat, he's in he's in animation. So like
Scarpetti.
yeah, like he's in animation. I have another friend who's really close, she works on South Park. So it's a lot of, they all see it. They just don't say anything. But the thing is that they can't. And we see it. We just like, it's just sad. And we're glad that stuff like Benki and even like PragerU and like, you know, stuff, small content creators, independent creators are coming out with stuff. And, you know, and coming from a person who, you know, you are relatively close to the US and coming from Canada, how like does this, like does it affect you a lot, like what the US is doing in terms of like entertainment?
Oh, absolutely. I think there was a moment that I knew that it was pretty bad, I suppose. And I was with my coworkers and we were just chatting as we do all the time. And she was talking about how, and she's very young, she's like early 20s. This was 2 years ago, maybe. So we were talking about how like we're talking about incense, something so menial, right? You know, people burn incense like they do like the Indian style a lot. And if you really like burning sage to cleanse the home. But anyways, so she was saying how she had no idea because one of her friends was offended that she had burned incense in her home, like the sage, and that they were appropriating her culture. And I'm thinking, what? I didn't say it out loud. I didn't say it out loud. And so that, like, at that point, I had already dated Mark about a year. We were engaged at that point, and I just was like, if that's appropriating culture, when does it stop? Like, should I stop eating like different other cultures' food? Is that appropriating culture? And we've actually seen it kind of today where there was a white woman who owned a sushi restaurant and they're like, you can't do that. Why can't she? She could have gone and learned from a top Japanese chef. Why can't she own a sushi restaurant? Maybe her passion is sushi. Maybe she's a big weeb and loves Japanese culture and actually grew up in Japanese culture because her parents were, I don't know, part of the military. You don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's a quarter Japanese. You don't know, but yet you're accusing her because she looks mostly white.
Yeah. Right. I believe she's the one that like opened up. I think she's from like Australia or something, and she opened up like a restaurant in like, New York.
I mean, I have no idea. Like, this is just the clown world. But back to just like observing woke culture in life. I think Gen Z has a lot to do with it, at least in Canada. I think that the cancel culture has bled over from the States, and we've seen people get fired. And you know, I mean, as everyone knows, I voted Trudeau the first time he ran, didn't vote him second time, but you know, he was a big proponent in bringing a lot of woke culture. His cabinet, which is like half female, half male, like that made no sense to me when I heard it for the first time. Why is their gender part of how they earned a job? That makes no sense. It should be based on merit. Now, if you had a job, and this is just the airplane mechanics, you had to be a small person to fit into small tight corners. That makes sense. Makes total sense why they would choose females over male, but it's not the case.
Yeah, it's funny because I know this is random, but like I asked my friend, one of my friends, her name's Ashley, and she's been here for a while now, but like she's from Canada, and like her mom lives in Canada and stuff like that. And I was like, I know you don't align with Trudeau's thinking and stuff like that, because you know like she's married to like a police officer, and like we're really close, and he's like, would you with Trudeau? He's like, oh, Trudeau, if he kept his mouth shut, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's funny is because I think a lot of people vote with their eyes, right? Like especially like, oh, if this person's like good looking, like
no, I mean, I said that. I did say that, but at the time, because I was in school and I had debt and just on the platform in itself, and this is based on self-interest. And that's how people usually vote, okay? Based on self-interest. If you are a parent and you just had a kid and someone's like, you can get daycare for $8 a day, who are you voting for?
Yeah.
Right? So it's all based on self-interest. And I voted based on self-interest. Yeah, she's pretty and that probably helped a little bit, but it wasn't like the main thing. Sure, it's the thing that I remember the easiest, but but yeah, his platform did include a lot of incentives for students, but in the end, things that you have to think about. Sure, it benefited me at the time, not so much anymore.
Yeah, like and for me, like I'm a single issue voter. Right, I vote for one issue, and it's like this. It is self-interest. I'm like, well, who's gonna benefit me the most? And I think like when I was younger, broke ass Asian man, starving artist, like I didn't have any money.
Boobs.
Yeah, they're true.
Sorry.
You're good. But I'm like, okay, like I always hear that the Republicans are the rich people who hate poor people, and then Democrats help poor people. I'm poor. I don't have any money. I'm gonna vote for them. Right. But now when I feel like I'm more financially stable, I feel like I'm in a good part of my life where I can, financially say that, okay, I'm doing good. My mom is proud of me, even though I didn't go to like a nice fancy college. Right. And now I'm like, wait, where's all my money going? Why is my money going here?
Taxes.
Yeah. Like, why am I being taxed like 30-40%, man? Like, what's going on? So
insane.
Yeah. It's now like I'm thinking differently. Like if the other parties, the other side helped me, then yeah, that's great. But as of right now, they're not. But the coconut with the $1.49 super
Tifa,
sticker.
What's up, Tifa?
Yeah, I like that looks like a Final Fantasy VII remake, and that looks like a modded outfit because that's not in the game.
He knows.
Because that one looks like, because if it's that outfit, that would probably be the blue dress.
I think it's from the club, like that little scene, right? Where you had to activate certain outfits.
Yeah, I
Same
think
thing with Cloud.
You got to like get the different outfits for her. Like, did you play 7 remake, right?
Yes.
Okay. This was me because I'm a stupid male. When it says, "Hey Cloud, let's go. I want to go on a date with you. Which outfit would you like me in?" And it says mature, sporty, and the bottom says exotic. I thought it said erotic. I thought I was like, oh, is she gonna be sexy?
Oh no, exotic.
Yeah, so then she shows up in like a kimono. I'm like, wait, what is this? What is this? Where's the
erotic in some centuries, I suppose.
Right. Oh man.
Oh no.
Me and my male brain. But
do you have any Tifa statues or anything like that?
I was so close to buying the Jackal unofficial statue. I think we can show that in chat. Jackal's Tifa statue.
Maybe. I don't know.
That one is pretty risky.
I want the 2B statue from Nier Automata.
Oh. I do. Ray does have a question for you though. He told me to ask it. Please ask you since you're on. He's a big Nier Replicant fan.
Oh, I haven't played it yet.
So he said, my question for Xray Girl is, what are her thoughts on Nier Automata? And has she played the first one yet, Replicant? If she hasn't, she should, because it's a stronger narrative and characters.
Okay, so I played Nier Route A so far. I'm on Route B right now. I haven't finished it, and I know there's like a couple more after that. So I have plans. Mezzazone, who's not in the chat here, but he gifted me both those games, so I do plan on actually playing it at some point. But I will. And I'm gonna make some, like, I like to play hard mode, but there are some times that it, like, especially the boss fights, is like overly difficult. I also didn't do all the side quests.
Automata. I haven't played any of them.
The chat knows that anytime you give me a $10 donation, I blow 2B up, and then she's in her cute little unitard.
So the cool thing is, like for me, I know who 2B is because she got them thick thighs and she has a very nice butt. The thing is, I didn't know that Final Fantasy XIV had a crossover with Nier.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and one of the transmogs for the legs, you can get 2B's thighs.
What?
Yeah, you can get her whole entire outfit, but like you can
Excuse
actually just have
me.
her actual thighs and her butt is like a lot bigger in that transmog, which is like I need to do that trial. I think that trial. I think it's
Oh,
that mission, that event.
that is insane. I had no
Yeah.
idea. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
check it out.
So, all right, this is the Jacko Final Fantasy remake, unofficial Final Fantasy statue.
Okay.
This was $300.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's cheaper than the one I want, so I'll
Wait.
show you the one I want.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
It's
Yours
not
is
as
like an
dusty
official
as
one,
yours.
right?
Yeah, this is the Square Enix one.
Okay. I need to zoom up even more. Hold on. go back.
All right, I'll get you the booty shot. Where's the boot? Oh, here's the booty shot. Oh, wait, no. Where'd it go? 1 second. I have to cycle through all these.
That looks really cool, and it's officially licensed by Square. That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, she's thick. And the thing is that I like what they do. And this is probably a guy thing. Maybe girls like it too. But you know where like your thighs are like where her thighs meet her leggings? And there's that little like muffin top on her thighs.
Like, are you talking about this here?
Like, yes, here? Right there where her leggings meet her thighs. Like it's like there's a little like fat that's coming out from her thighs. That's like reaching over. I don't know. It's like it makes her like she's like very like very squishy.
Oh my god! Okay, Phillip might need a 38 seconds after looking at the statue.
Yeah. Give me a bit. Give me a bit.
But yeah, this is like ridiculous. I'm not paying $2,600 for this statue.
I didn't even see the price.
Yeah, $2,600.
$2,600.
It's a 1 in 3 scale. To be fair,
I thought it would have been like 1 scale.
Yeah, Square Enix has other ones that are a bit cheaper, but this is the first one you check out. But yeah, there's other 2B ones. I think the one that I want is like $300, which is not as bad.
Okay. So the only statues I have are like I do have like the Cloud Final Fantasy like pre-order one, the one where he's on the motorcycle, and I did pre-order Rebirth so I can get the Sephiroth statue.
Ooh, Sephiroth would be cool to have.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, that's not even including shipping. Yeah.
I know, that's the worst. Shipping to Canada? Yeah. Whew.
See, Empty-Headed says, Phil's basically Asian ass. Just needs to shave his head and have him start ranting about Starfield.
Yeah, where are your pronoun rants?
Yeah. Fucking pronouns.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking gender ambiguity. Oh man, that rant is so good. I'm glad Dan Bass. Hey, can I clip you? Can I just clip? That's so good.
Dan Bass got extra famous from that rant.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know that our time is up, and I do want to thank you so much for coming on.
This is so fun.
Yeah, it was very, very fun getting to talk to you, and I hopefully we can meet maybe
December. Yes. Yeah, let me know. This would be fun to hang out and have some food. Good food. I won't have balut though.
Did you like balut when you ate it?
When I was a kid, yeah, but not as an adult. The idea kind of grosses me out.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. My wife is Filipino.
She loves it, doesn't she?
She's never even eaten it.
No! Wow.
She's never eaten it. I've eaten more, like I've eaten like the thing that she was like, no, I can't eat this. And I'm like,
yeah, no, true Filipino. Like you got to get the little egg cup, and if you're like super cheap, you just cut the cartons of the egg carton and just use that instead. And you go at the top, and the best part was the yolk sack. Not even actual egg; it was the yolk sack for me. Salt, pepper. Yeah. I love the juices.
All right. Johan, are you sure you want to know what balut is?
Just Google it. It's fine. Don't tell him.
Just Google it. Just Google it.
And then you'll probably change your mind on how you feel about us.
Yeah. Like Asians are crazy. Crazy rich Asians. We're not rich, but crazy Asians.
Yeah, just crazy.
All right. But yes, thank you so much for coming on. But before you leave, where can people find you and what are you up to?
Xray Girl, YouTube, Rumble Locals, Twitch, Xray Girl 2077, and on Kick Xray-Girl. Tomorrow, I'm not doing my painting stream or Sunday Fun Day because I have a family reunion where a lot of people are coming in from out of town. So you'll just find me at the Forbidden Frontier show at 6:30 Eastern. And then who knows, maybe we'll do an Attack on Titan review together. That'd be fun.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
So
is that Linktree good for
there's a lot of stuff on there, you know, all my channels, including Poor Choices, Human Cyber Relations. If you're into feet, you can go to my OnlyFans there. You're not going to get anything else. Like you see more skin on streams than on OnlyFans, if that gives you an idea of what is on there.
Here's the thing. I did click on I was like, she has an OnlyFans? I'm like, what? I don't was this the part where she talked about feet? Because I was like, I went into
it's literally just about my feet. Like that's the funny part. People are like, oh, boo. I'm like, well, it literally says in the link once you click on it, Xray Girl's OnlyFans feet. So if you click on it thinking it's something else, that's your fault.
3 question marks. Booming Bob's clicking the link right now.
Yes, it's feet. It's literally only my feet. I have nice feet in general. I think, you know, the toes don't cross over. They're pretty straight. And I have all my toes, like the toenails. Some people don't have like their 5th toenail. So
get fancy manicures and get like
yes, to the Vietnamese nail salon. Vietnamese.
I've actually, it's funny because I have a friend who owns a Vietnamese nail salon. And like she for me, like that's the first time like my wife's like, just come get a pedicure with me. I'm like, it's gonna be so gay.
Want the pedicure? You want the pedicure?
Okay, before you leave, have you heard of Angela Johnson? Oh my gosh, she does. She's a stand-up comedian and she does a very good like Vietnamese accent.
Why you have no boyfriend?
Yeah, yes, that one. Yes.
Is that girl? Okay, yes. I know her. Yeah, okay.
It's so good. I love it. And it's like, girl, it's like, so girl, you want long nail or short nail? Oh, short nails, please. Oh, girl, that's why you have boyfriend.
Long nail look better on you.
Oh, girl, that's why you don't have boyfriend.
You want this color? This why you have no boyfriend.
Oh, it's so good. But yes, so the meetup is that still? Can people still get tickets for that?
No, so the Wisconsin meetup is sold out. Wow. So unfortunately, these meetups are absolutely insane. LA Comic-Con, I don't know what's happening for sure, but there's 2 panels that Gary's going to be at. There's 3 panels in total that Chris Gore is hosting. We'll probably be at all of them, most likely Saturday and Sunday. And I think Gary's trying to get a booth or something that people can meet at a generalized area just to say hi. And I think Phillip might be doing a meetup, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much. If you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and follow Xray Girl. The description should be in the her links should be in the description below. And thank you so much. We'd love to have you back. I know Grae was super bummed that he couldn't make it, so maybe we'll have you back. I know you're extremely busy, and thank you so much for making time to come on the stream.
Thank you. And thank you, chat, for being here too.
Yeah, thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Okay. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Let's see. All right. So chat, I don't think I have anything else, but I'm going to end the stream here. I guess I do have to wake up early tomorrow. But yes, thank you so much, Xray Girl, again. Hope you have a fantastic night. Have a great time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.